From the beginning I, Jehovah, have declared my purpose. Through visions and prophecy, through suffering and glory, through rejection and redemption, one figure has stood at the center of my plan, the Son of Man. He came humbly, without a home, yet with authority over all creation. He walked among sinners, yet was blameless. He was lifted up on a stake, yet now sits at my right hand in power. The world mocked him, betrayed him, and turned away, but he was not defeated. Instead, he was exalted, and he is coming again. In a time of confusion, where truth is twisted and the wicked prosper, the Son of Man remains the unshakable truth. He is Lord of the Sabbath, the ruler of nations, the one who will judge and restore. Every eye will see him when he returns on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. But before that day arrives, the question is yours to answer. Who do you say the Son of Man is? And are you ready to meet him? Stay with us as we reveal what the Scriptures say about the Son of Man, his identity, his mission, and why he is more relevant today than ever before. I kept watching in the visions of the night, and look, with the clouds of the heavens, someone like the Son of Man was coming, and he gained access to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him up close before that one. Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. But Jesus said to him, "Foxes have dens and birds of heaven have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay down his head." Matthew chapter 8, verse 20. When they persecute you in one city, flee to another. For truly I say to you, you will by no means complete the circuit of the cities of Israel until the Son of Man arrives. Matthew chapter 10, verse 23. The Son of Man did come eating and drinking, but people say, "Look, a man who is a glutton and is given to drinking wine, a friend of tax collectors and sinners." All the same, wisdom is proved righteous by its works. Matthew chapter 11, verse 19. For the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. Matthew chapter 12, verse 8. For the Son of Man is to come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he will repay each one according to his behavior. Matthew chapter 16, verse 27. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and all of the tribes of the earth will beat themselves in grief, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. True, the Son of Man is going away, just as it is written about him. But woe to the man through whom the Son of Man was betrayed. It would have been better off for that man if he had never been born. Matthew chapter 26, verse 24. Jesus said to him, "You yourself said it. But I say to you, from now on you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven." Matthew chapter 26, verse 64. Then he said to them, "The Sabbath came into existence for the sake of man, and not man for the sake of the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." Mark chapter 2, verses 27 and 28. For whoever becomes ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will also be ashamed of him when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Mark chapter 8, verse 38. For even the Son of Man came, not to be ministered to, but to minister and to give his life as a ransom in exchange for many. Mark chapter 10, verse 45. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. Mark chapter 13, verse 26. For the Son of Man is going away, just as it is written about him, but woe to the man through whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It would have been better for that man if he had not been born. Mark chapter 14, verse 21. The Son of Man has come eating and drinking. But you say, "Look, a man who is a glutton and is given to drinking wine, a friend of tax collectors and sinners, all the same wisdom is proved righteous by all its children." Luke chapter 7, verse 35. For whoever becomes ashamed of me and of my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of that person when he comes in his glory, and that of the Father and of the holy angels. Luke chapter 9, verse 26. But Jesus said to him, "Foxes have dens and birds of heaven have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay down his head." Luke chapter 9, verse 58. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost. Luke chapter 19, verse 10. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Luke chapter 21, verse 27. So the Word became flesh and resided among us, and we had a view of his glory, a glory such as belongs to an only begotten Son from a Father, and he was full of divine favor and truth. John chapter 1, verse 14. He then said to him, "Most truly I say to men, you will see heaven opened up, and the angels of God ascending and descending to the Son of Man." John chapter 1, verse 51. Moreover, no man has ascended into heaven, but the one who descended from heaven, the Son of Man. John chapter 3, verse 13. And just as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted up. John chapter 3, verse 14. Jesus then said, "After you have lifted up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am he, and that I do nothing of my own initiative, but just as the Father taught me, I speak these things." John chapter 8, verse 28. And he said, "Look, I see the heavens opened up, and the Son of Man standing at God's right hand." Acts chapter 7, verse 56. For you know the undeserved kindness of our Lord Jesus Christ, that although he was rich, he became poor for your sake, so that you might become rich through his poverty. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 9. Christ purchased us, releasing us from the curse of the law by becoming a curse instead of us, because it is written, "Accursed is every man hung upon a stake." Galatians chapter 3, verse 13. No, but he emptied himself and took on a slave's form and became human. Philippians chapter 2, verse 7. Indeed, the sacred secret of this godly devotion is admittedly great. He was made manifest in flesh, was declared righteous in spirit, appeared to angels, was preached about among nations, was believed upon in the world, was received up in glory. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. And in the midst of the lampstand, someone like a son of man, clothed in a garment that reached down to the feet, and wearing a golden sash around his chest. Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. From the visions of Daniel to the testimony of John, the Son of Man has been revealed. He walked the earth, humbled himself, bore rejection, and gave his life as a ransom for many. He was lifted up on the stake, in resurrection, and now in glory at the right hand of Jehovah. But this is not the end of his story. He is coming again, not as a suffering servant, but as a triumphant king, not in obscurity, but in the full radiance of his Father's glory. Every eye will see him, every knee will bow. The world will mourn, but the faithful will rejoice. The question is, where will you stand when the Son of Man returns? Will he know you as his own, or will he be ashamed of you? Now is the time to seek him, to follow him, and to prepare for the day when he comes with power and great glory. The Son of Man is not just a figure of the past, he is the future of all creation. If this message has moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, speak about it, and most importantly, live by it. Until he comes again, may Jehovah guide you in truth, and may you be found ready on that great day.